champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will put it away to start the game. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bulls will have some work to do after that short return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got his man downfield. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And that is an all too familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. Throws to the wideout. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. The Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, this guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his 1st sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offense as early this season.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Well, the ball carrier there was just hoping his speed was going to get him to the outside to turn the corner, but nothing working. Defense forces him out of bounds for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's It's intercepted. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick six.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And I love these design runs, goal-to-go situations. Gotta have it. I know I got an extra blocker with now my quarterback running the football, being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Bulls get it past the sticks.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the right side. At the 40, there he goes. Open runway ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff to the fullback. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Johnson looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
This is obviously a great play physically by the quarterback, but how about mentally making the right decision? He was keying on the right defender. He saw the body language of that player and knew he had to keep the football and made the decision so quickly. Good football IQ there by the QB.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Dances away from one. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense, giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They'll try the run. Nice move to keep running.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Well, that was a nice little pitchy catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you can run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play call.
He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Bulls in the hurry-up. Johnson wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the red zone, looking for a man. And they can't make the connection. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Kicking team's got it.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special...
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Bulls. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Using his feet to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Massey. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw on second down. Complete to the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw. He's right on target. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They've got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Fast motion from the offense. Johnson looking to throw. Fires left. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the quick game. Tackled immediately after the catch. After that last completion, it's second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. They move the tight end all over. Johnson wants to throw it. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Ball in the air, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Floating away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Motion from the offense. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. First down for this offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, the ground game. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Davis looking to pass. It's complete on the right side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this.
Fires and picked off. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need to stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Touchdown, South Florida. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And wings it incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can...
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, USF! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Massey. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The back goes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
First down here for the offense. Johnson looking to throw. Going for it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback checking the play. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.